If we got Coke as a sponsor, I would get a turkey baster and I would sound with an entire can of Coke.
It seems today that all you see is violence in movies and sex on TV.
Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier, and welcome back to Five Nights at Funnycast.
Woo!
No, I'm not feeling that one either. Fuck it. Hey, everybody. Hey, it's Joe from Funnycast. You're listening to No. Hey, everybody. Welcome. How you doing? It's a Funnycast. God damn it!
That one wasn't good anyway.
I know. Hey, fuck it.
Alright.
Welcome to the final episode of the Family Guy Funnycast.
Yeah, that's right. This is Joe's final episode. After this episode, I'm replacing him with Adam and Nikki. They're going to alternate host roles. We're going to record in bulk. That's going to be our new formula. I think it's going to be a lot more profitable for the company that way. So,
yeah. This might
2021, it's all about making money moves.
Yeah, we're making money moves, and this might not make sense to you.
You're not making money moves.
I'm actually costing you money moves. So my contract is up. This was going to be the make or break episode that decided if we were going to re-up it or not. And we've spent, no joke, the last 20 minutes, well, mostly me, trying to come up with a way to open this fucking episode.
I mean, it is your episode to introduce.
Yeah, and like 2 episodes ago, you're like, I'm not feeling it. I'm low T today. That was so much better than what we spent the last 45 minutes trying to do.
Yeah, the last hour of doing Markiplier impressions wasn't great.
Yeah, it's me going, hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier. Oh, Chica, my wife, my dog, my love. Fuck, it's not good.
Yeah,
Chica.
And it's weird, because I'm in actually a really good mood, but it's not necessarily corresponding to being funny or entertaining. So, like,
no.
What's it good for?
No, it's not good for anything. Like, what are we even doing here? I don't know.
Well, what we're doing is we're recording the 38th?
Yeah, the 38th
Yes.
episode of the Family Guy Funnycast, where we're talking about Season 3, Episode 10 of Family Guy, A Fish Out of Water. I wrote a fist out of water, and I almost said that, but I caught myself.
Yeah, good. I would have had to make fun of you so hard.
You would have made fun of me so hard, there wouldn't have been anything to make fun of afterward.
Yeah.
I would have
I mean,
cried.
there's not going to be anything left to make fun of afterwards, because this is your last episode, but, I mean...
Yeah, but it's true. As part of my release, though, you do have to pay me an advance for the following 38 episodes.
Yeah, I mean, it's good, though, because you negotiate a percent of the gross income, which is normally a pretty solid move in Hollywood. However, you've failed to consider the fact that we don't make any money off this podcast.
Yeah, I think one thing I didn't actually take into account when I negotiated that otherwise really solid contract is that if you're taking a percentage of the gross and you're actually in the red, you are paying into that company. You're not getting paid by the company.
Yeah, you've chosen to take on a percentage of the debt, which is pretty noble of you, honestly, especially because we're firing you, but...
I didn't account for this, but if it's what I have to do to keep the company afloat...
I mean, you did already sign the contract, so
I did.
It doesn't really matter what you want to do, it's what you will be doing.
Yeah, what I want doesn't matter. I fucked up, and that's that. Yeah, that's all I have to say.
You should have thought about the contract a bit more. Kind of like Peter in this episode.
Yeah. Whoa, what happens in this episode, Shawnee boy?
Well, boy, oh boy, thank you for asking. Peter has become super fat and depressed after losing his job.
What is
Meg is
that mean?
yes. Meg is upset that she's the only one not going anywhere for spring break. Lois decides to take her on a spa trip instead. Peter goes out with Brian and decides to become a fisherman. He gets a boat at a police auction, but it's $50,000, so he gets a loan from a shady bank, which takes his house as collateral. Meg is miserable as she sees TV footage of spring breakers, and she makes Lois and her go home. Peter enjoys fishing, but he makes an enemy out of Hennessy, a fellow fisherman. Peter gets home and finds that the bank is taking his house unless he pays up in 2 days. On the drive back, Lois sees a sign for a spring beach blowout at Narragansett Beach and decides to drive there. Another family has moved into the Griffin's house early as the bank doesn't believe Peter will pay them back. Stewie likes them. Lois becomes the life of the party and all the cool kids like her, but Meg is still ignored. Peter tries to figure out how to get his 50 grand and eventually settles on killing the famous and dangerous Daggermouth, who has a $50,000 bounty. Lois convinces Meg to dance on stage, and Meg flashes the crowd, which draws the police, getting them arrested. Peter and the guys get ready to kill Daggermouth. Lois unlocks the handcuffs, and she and Meg jump out of the cop car. Peter finds Daggermouth and kills him, but it turns out he was a robot. Turns out Salty, a fisherman believed to have been killed by Daggermouth, created the robot and the story to sell merchandise. He pays Peter $50K to shut up. Meg becomes very popular because she showed her boobies. Peter pays off the loan and goes home, but the Stevensons still live with him. The end.
Sean.
Yes.
I'm getting over a burp right now. And that is the reason for that awkward silence after you finished that plot summary.
I thought you were just like, God, I thought your internet dropped or something.
Did you like this episode?
I thought it was pretty decent, yeah. What I did like about this episode in particular is it's got some solid continuity. Peter lost his job in the last episode. He is still unemployed this episode. You see, what's his name? Tom Tucker's kid with the turned around face.
Upside down face? Yeah.
Yeah, upside down face. Yeah. And when they go to Narragansett Beach, which is a real beach.
I was going to ask if that was a real beach.
Yeah, I've been there.
Whoa.
It's not very good, but it's like the only one around that's worthwhile, so.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. But, that's life.
Yeah. C'est la vie.
Yeah, one thing I really do appreciate about Family Guy is it's pretty accurate to the New England setting. Like, Stop and Shop, which is a local grocery chain, Narragansett Beach. Shit like that, It's like, oh, I know this.
Piggly Wiggly, I shop there.
Yeah.
That's where I get my pigs and my wigs.
Oh.
Is that a real store?
Piggly Wiggly's? Probably not, no, but it could be. Maybe.
Okay. I'll take your word as gospel and I won't question it.
Alright, thank you. So, what did you think of the episode, though?
As usual, it was an episode I had enjoyed previously in my life. And then when I got to it, I was praying it would not be bad or cringy or embarrassing. And I was not disappointed.
Yeah, I would say... I feel like I said this for last episode, though, is in the upper half, but I'd still stand by that this episode is also upper half.
That's good. Wasn't very funny. It was more goofy than funny.
Yeah, definitely. There are only a couple jokes I really enjoyed, and we'll get into them later, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was like goofy and entertaining, but it wasn't super funny. It wasn't a lolling. Wasn't no gut buster.
Yeah, we weren't Rofflin or Lamowin.
Yeah, I had to leave a call earlier because I said I didn't want anyone to hear me squee over Family Guy, but I never squeed, so. It would be embarrassing if you said you were going to squee while you were watching it on the call, but you never did. So it's actually good that you left. Thank you.
Yeah,
I get that a lot.
Yeah, I say that a lot. So I think you should trust me when I say that I mean it.
Yeah, if you insist.
Oh, Family Guy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what else to say about this episode. I guess one thing to mention is that we talked a bit about the A plot, B plot, and this episode is a very strong example of that, with the A plot being Peter's fishing adventures, and the B plot being Meg and Lois spring breaking it up.
Yeah, I thought this episode is very indicative of how they go forward with the A plot, B plot.
Well, that's good, because I liked it.
And that's good, because before you didn't, and it was bad. Not bad that you didn't like it, but bad in their usage. No, I think it's good you didn't like it. It proves you're not beholden to my taste.
Yeah.
You're not beholden to how I want you to feel about Family Guy.
Yeah, but it's bad because, like, shouldn't I, like, you know, enjoy the episodes I'm watching for the show I do every single week? Tirelessly, without pay?
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, ideally you would. But I think so far we've proven that we have more fun doing this show than we do watching the show.
Oh, 100%. That's not even a question. You know, doing the show is way more fun than watching the episodes.
Oh, dude, yeah. Like, even now, I like the episode a lot, but... And even though we are floundering, that's a fish joke, about the show, I am still having fun.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, this hasn't been too entertaining, so let's stop talking about the show for a second.
Yeah, let's do what we do best and not talk about the damn show.
Yeah. Anyway, I said before the episode started, I had a story about Jacksepticeye. So, want to hear it?
I forgot about that. Let's go.
Alright, so it's 2015, I believe, right? Jacksepticeye is popular enough that people know him, but, like, not, like, a big name. Only one person I knew of him at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, so it's me and my friends. We're at PAX East 2015, and we are leaving for the day. And then one of my friends sees Jacksepticeye and just screams, "Jacksepticeye!" And we were like, "Dude, shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! We're leaving." And so, I mean, I don't know how big of a Jacksepticeye fan he was, but we did not let him beat Jacksepticeye or anything. We told him to shut up and we left.
Oh, that poor boy. Was it a previous guest of the show?
No, you don't know him, actually. We're not. Oh. He doesn't really hang out with us anymore.
Well,
probably because we didn't let him meet Jacksepticeye.
Yeah, we just found out why. You just had a fucking revelation, like in therapy.
Yeah. And then the year before that at PAX, I was in a line. I stood next to Markiplier. And I was like, "Oh, that's Markiplier." And he looked in, like, a really bad mood. And I'm like, I'm not going to bother him.
You didn't walk up to his ear and go, "Chica."
Dude, this is before Five Nights at Freddy's.
Isn't it fucked up that he totally named his dog after Five Nights at Freddy's?
It is pretty fucked up.
Does he actually deny that he did?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Why would he? Does he? Like, is that a thing?
I mean, you know, I've just heard that, but it could just be talking shit, as people tend to do.
I think you are. I'm gonna look this up. You riff for a bit. Bless you. I said riff.
I'm still fighting a burp. I'm riffing in my insides right now.
I don't care.
This is okay, listeners. I'm so sorry, but I wanted to have a drink. I was gonna have some iced tea, but I don't have any ice, so it would just be cold tea, and I really want ice. So I figured, fuck it, I'll just grab a can of Coke Zero. But this is actually the worst can of Coke Zero in my life, because it is making me so burpy, so miserable. I am fighting this entire show just to not burp right in my fucking microphone. Just not to shove that thing right in my mouth and burp all over it. So, I'm sorry. And I'm sorry if you're not having a good time, but I am. And ultimately, when you're doing a show, that's what matters. And I think it's not cringe to name your dog after a property you enjoy, especially if that really helped your career. Like, if I name my dog Peter from Family Guy, that wouldn't be cringe. But if I named it, like, Joe from Funnycast, that would be kind of cringe.
That would be pretty good. Alright, so I just looked into it. You know, I was going down pretty deep into the Markiplier lore to find this out.
Were you on the Markiplier?
Apparently, I was on everywhere, bro. I scoured the web. So, Markiplier has not said, officially, if he named his dog after Chica from Five Nights at Freddy's. Most people assume that he did, which I think is a pretty fair assumption, considering Markiplier put Five Nights at Freddy's on the map. Mm-hmm. But apparently, Chica was not originally intended to be his dog's name. It was just like, well, I gotta call this dog something. And that stuck.
Chica. Sorry, I took another sippy.
It's okay. So yeah, I mean, there it is. For all you Mark heads out there, there's some lore for you.
Hey, there you go. There you go, Mark heads.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. On a more serious note, Markiplier is probably like the biggest YouTuber I respect the most. You know, like,
is it because he's
dude's been at it? Well, yes, but I mean, dude's been at it for a while. But like, he switches his shit up. He tries new things. He innovates. Keeps it fresh. You know.
Sure.
Pretty impressive. Pretty impressive to be in the content creation game for that long and still be at it. Like, I don't think we're going to be doing Funnycast that long.
No, we'll probably kill ourselves before we get.
And even if we are, they're probably not going to be funny anymore.
Yeah, we're just going to be the Family Guy cast.
Yeah.
Although I don't know if we can call ourselves that. Because there is the cast of Family Guy.
Oh, true. I think actually that'd be a pretty good idea, because then when people try to search for the cast of Family Guy, they'll find us instead.
Oh, shit. You're right. Okay. We gotta lock that down. We gotta get the SEO on that. Nikki, get to work.
Yeah, Nikki, you're on that one. Alright, sweet.
Okay, cool. We're good.
Yeah, alright. So yeah, how you been? Outside Family Guy related things, how you been doing?
My professor on this last paper I turned in said I'm not saying anything in the paper. And I thought that was one of the better papers I've written while I've been here, so...
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ouch. Yeah, I feel you.
This has been a huge blow to my academic self-esteem.
I'm sorry. Yeah, this semester, I had a class for my midterm. It wasn't a paper, but it was just like answering multiple like long questions. Mm-hmm. I worked on it for maybe a solid 6 hours of actual work. But it probably it took me more like 12 or 14 hours of like total time, but that's because I didn't work consistently very well. Mm-hmm. But you know, I put a lot of effort into it. Got a 60 on it, then immediately dropped the class. I couldn't handle it.
Yeah, I got a 75 on that paper, and I think he was just being generous.
He's trying to be nice with you, even though you didn't say anything.
Yeah, because he's really cool, and like in the discussions we have, like, no animosity. I've never gotten a good remark from him.
Maybe you should pick up some. You could try asking him like, "Hey, what can I do better?"
I could, or I could just like ask him, "What the fuck's your problem, bro?" But
that too, yeah.
I don't think
hey, bitch! You know I run the most popular Family Guy podcast out there. What the fuck is your problem, bro?
Yeah, what the fuck's your problem, dude?
Yeah, and just fucking...
Yeah, then I'll burp in his face because I'll have just drank a Coke Zero right prior.
Yeah. Burp in his face, suck him off. Just like I thought Peter was about to get sucked off in this episode.
Yeah, that was something, wasn't it?
Yeah. So, for anyone who didn't watch the episode, which I kind of assume is most people who watch the show...
You never know. They might have Family Guy rooms at their school or house.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, Peter is in bed with the other family, the Stevensons, and the wife pulls up his shirt and then goes down and to give him a raspberry on his stomach, but it totally looks like he's about to get his dick sunked.
Okay. So you call them raspberries too?
Yeah.
Is that just what they're called? Because I've called them that my entire life. And I learned it from my parents who are from California.
Giving you raspberries?
Yeah, they're from the West Coast and Texas. And it's like, it's either raspberries or zerbits. But I think...
What? No.
Zerbit sounds so bad to me. Like, I've never actually called it that. But, hey, if you call them raspberries, DM the Funnycast account, leave us your Cash App, and send me $5.
Yeah, hit our line. Yeah.
Hit our line, hit our Venmo, message us your bank account information and your account number in the wire, and we will request $5 from you.
Mm-hmm. Now, I'm looking at the plays for the other Family Guy podcast, those good old-fashioned values, and honestly, they get good views when they have a guest that's more popular than them, because they have connections and we don't, but, like, we're catching up to them pretty hard on their episodes when it's just them.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it's... Yeah, and, I mean, they're running out of time. We are in striking distance.
So... What, are we ever going to release that video?
I think, yeah, we probably should.
Yeah, I mean, you paid money for it, so...
I mean, we pay money. We do a lot of things that we hope follow through. We haven't followed up with Kill Bill on the Minecraft parody. Although, I have been thinking about this. I was going to tell you this, but we can just talk about it on the podcast.
Yeah.
He does streams where you can send in your music. So I think I should finish the second verse, make sure it's right, and then send it in. Because I'm willing to just send him the link on Twitter and embarrass myself, but I'm not willing to have it played on a stream and embarrass myself like that. So I think I'll try to make it a little bit better, and then we'll send it in.
Okay. Now, aren't those streams for serious music?
I mean, I've never seen anyone play a Minecraft parody on it, but that's also because no one's making Minecraft parodies like we are.
That's true. We are fucking trailblazers.
Yeah. I mean, I think if I just say, hey, I made your first ever Minecraft parody, can you check it out? I think, good.
Yeah, I clean it up, because I want to hear the second verse.
Oh, yeah, I still gotta write that.
Yeah, I still want to hear it.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. I didn't make this Minecraft parody to make fun of his music. I made it because I'm such a big fan, and I know he didn't have any Minecraft parodies, and that's a shame.
Yeah, it's a fucking shame. And, like, I don't know if it comes across in the show, but we're fucking huge fans.
Yeah.
Of Kill Bill the Rapper, of Rav, of Square, of Aerospace. I always just want to call him Arrow, but I feel like if I do that, no one's going to know who he is.
Yeah, it's like when people call rappers by their first name. It's like, bro, you don't know them. You can't do that.
Yeah, it's like calling Dwayne Johnson Dwayne. Like, do you want to go see Escape from Witch Mountain? It's got Dwayne in it. Fucking who?
Yeah. Yo, bro, I'm so sad Joss just died.
Oh man, I fucking miss Ja.
I miss Lil Peep. It's been 5 days and 3 years since his death.
I thought you were gonna say it's just been 5 days since he died.
No, I miss him. I still remember where I was when I found out he died.
Yeah, where were you?
I was in Spanish class. My friend who introduced me to him came in and said, "Dude, Lil Peep died." I was like, "What?" And then we had a substitute that day, and she kept telling us to stop talking. We were like, "No, shut up! Lil Peep just died." And she's like, "Who?" And she's like, "He's a rapper. He meant a lot to us." And we just talked about Lil Peep the whole class.
Dude, oh man, I don't think we can celebrate Fentanyl Fridays anymore because Lil Peep died of an accidental fentanyl overdose.
Yeah,
it wasn't the only thing, but it was part of it.
A large factor. Yeah, pretty fucked up. If you're listening to the Funnycast and you do Xanax, well, you probably shouldn't, but you're not going to listen to that. But what you should listen to, make sure there's not fentanyl in it.
Yeah, and if you're doing fentanyl, make sure there's no Xanax in it.
Yeah, true.
Because those two will fuck you up.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. I've never actually listened to a Lil Peep song.
Dude.
Except for that one that XXX Tentacion featured on after his death.
Oh, yeah, dude, that's like my least favorite one. There are two Lil Peep songs that I've heard that I think are bad, and then there's that song for my third least favorite Lil Peep song.
I don't know.
But I think
I don't know what it is about that song. It feels like a guilty pleasure. It feels like a top 40 guilty pleasure.
For me, I don't know, it just feels pretty like disingenuous to me, especially because literally the original song is a song with Peep and McConan, and then they just take McConan off and put X on after Peep died.
Yeah, and then it's X talking about how it's a shame that he didn't know who Peep was until he died.
Yeah. But, I mean, to be fair, X got what was coming to him, and then Lil Wayne got on a track with a posthumous X feature where he missays X's name because he didn't realize how he was supposed to say it.
How did he say it?
Wayne goes like, I need something, I need a triple extension on my motherfucking afterlife, and he legitimately thought his name was XXX extension. At least that's what I've heard. I might be wrong about that, but...
So, the Lil Peep song, I don't know if we said the name, but it's called Falling Down. And I'm reading Peep's Wikipedia page, and Peep fucking hated X.
Yeah.
He hated him for his violence against women and spent time and money removing his songs from his Spotify playlists. And then they fucking threw him into a remixed version of Falling Down. That's so fucked up.
I know, yeah.
It's so fucked up, but it's kind of funny.
I mean, yeah, it's a little funny. It's, just how capitalists be. I don't know. I do think, though, Lil Peep's music, like, the way it's been handled after his death has been one of the better examples. Probably the best example recently has been Mac Miller. Mac Miller's music has been handled phenomenally. Mm-hmm. But Lil Peep's, there's been 3 posthumous releases. One, Come Over When You're Sober Part 2, I didn't really like. I mean, maybe that was the sound Peep was going for before he died, but I thought it felt too different, and then they remastered some of his old tracks with different beats, and I didn't like it. Goth Angel Sinner came out, which he had finished before his death. I think it's fantastic. I think that's probably more like the sound he was going for, and it's so good it makes me really upset that, like, I'll never get to hear more of something like that. Mm-hmm. And then they released Everybody Everything for the documentary, which isn't really a project. There might be some new songs on it, I'm not entirely sure. But it also got some of Peep's like better songs from like the SoundCloud era cleared to be on Spotify, like Witchblades.
Mm-hmm. Oh hell yeah!
So I mean, basically, it's 1-1 in his posthumous releases. So
it's a pretty good ratio.
Yeah, better than the X album that like some tracks literally had this like 30 seconds of like some Lucy X recorded, and they put it in and they get like 5 guys to do features on the song to like make it a full-length song.
Man.
Yeah, what if we die and we start releasing posthumous episodes where like I don't know, like we start secretly recording like our normal calls and then we like splice it in to make new episodes.
That would actually be pretty cool. What if we die and then Nikki just releases so much dirt on us? All the deleted scenes.
Yeah, every single joke that we cut out because it wasn't funny or it wasn't appropriate. All just our boring banter at the beginning.
Yeah, Nikki releases the first 10 minutes of this recording.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I mean, hey, it doesn't matter to me. I'm already dead.
God, I wish that was me.
Damn.
Wait, it would be. We're both dead.
Oh, yeah, and this and I are both dead.
Fuck yeah. It doesn't matter. What are we talking about?
Woo!
There's no afterlife. Yeah. It's all bullshit.
So you're saying I'm not going to get to meet Lil Peep after I die?
I mean... Yeah. Well, once you die, you don't exist anymore.
Fuck. Damn.
Yeah. That almost happened to Seth MacFarlane. Oh, speaking of which, I wanted to talk about this last time, but I forgot. The last episode was the last one to air before 9/11. So with this one, we are officially in post 9/11 Family Guy territory.
Oh, okay. But I mean, we probably won't see this until season 4, right? Like, because these episodes were most likely completed before.
Oh yeah, they were absolutely completed before. We're not gonna see any 9/11 references or bits until season 4, because there was a several year gap between seasons on account of the cancellation and whatnot.
Right.
But yeah, officially in a post 9/11 world, we made it.
Yeah, I wonder if there are any like bits or like scenes from later episodes that got cut because they're like, oh, I probably shouldn't say that right after what just happened.
I wonder. The Family Guy probably has some information.
Yeah, Hideo Kojima had to change the ending to MGS2 because basically 9/11 happens in it, and he put that in before 9/11 happened. But then it was going to release after 9/11. He's like, oh, sorry, you shouldn't do that one.
That's so fucked up. I think they should have just kept it.
Maybe. I mean, since it came out after 9/11, people would have been like, whoa. But I mean, MGS2 is a very prescient game in a lot of ways in its commentary, especially towards the end. And it's just crazier that he put in 9/11 before 9/11.
Yeah, it really makes you think. Like, maybe Kojima knew what was going on.
Yeah, or it's kind of like my theory that Kojima knew that the coronavirus was coming, which is why he made Death Stranding, which is basically about a coronavirus world.
If you think about it, he really is just a modern day Rasputin, except we don't know much about his hog or anything.
That or Hideo Kojima is orchestrating these acts to make himself look prophetic.
Yeah, and that's actually why he split with Konami, because they were holding him back. They didn't want him to do any of this.
They didn't want any more terror attacks. Do you think I should sell my PS4 with PT?
Depends on if you're the kind of nerd that cares about that.
Not really. I don't really like horror games, to be honest. I'm kind of a baby. But also, like, I played PT like twice, and so like the third time, it's really not gonna be any different. I have a friend who has it too, and I know he's not gonna get rid of it. So like, if I have a hankering, I could hit him up.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well, cause like, it's a demo for a game that never came out. Fucking get over it already.
Yeah, I mean, I secured the bag today. I got the PS5, so like, I kind of don't need a PS4 anymore.
Yeah, I mean, do it. Maybe see how prices are, but other than that, yeah, get rid of that.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, who gives a shit?
Mm-hmm. Also, I just want to say, I said in chat, I'm going to get a PS5 today. I can feel it. Then, like, 15 minutes later, I got one. So, don't fuck with me.
Never fuck with this man. He is the Hideo Kojima of this chat. I mean, of this podcast. Which is a chat between me and you.
Yeah, and sometimes our guest.
Sometimes, not frequently, though.
No. Remember when we were like, let's get a guest on for every episode of Season 3?
Yeah, that didn't work.
No, we tried. We did. We don't have enough friends.
Yeah, and we're too shy to message people.
I mean, yeah, but it's also like, hey, can you come on our podcast? We get about 100 listens every week. We talk about Family Guy, but not really. You want to come?
I feel like not talking about Family Guy for most of it would be a bonus for a lot of people.
I mean, yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Because, like, if I got invited to talk about, like, Twin Peaks, a specific episode of Twin Peaks for 2 hours, I would just get exhausted. And that's an hour-long show, and there's a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
With Family Guy,
but you would say
about.
yes, you would go on because we need the publicity.
Yeah, I would go on because we do need the publicity. But I would be exhausted, and I would welcome the opportunity to talk about something else.
Like, yeah, you probably start talking about Family Guy in that episode.
Yeah, it'd be
The
like
Twin
this
Peaks podcast.
Twin Peaks the scene reminds me of a gag in Family Guy where Peter holds a log and says, "My log tells me to talk to things," or what? I don't know, whatever. There's a lady in Twin Peaks who gives predictions through logs.
That's pretty cool. Why can't you do that?
I can. I just give them through my hog.
Nice.
PP joke, funny.
Speaking of your hog, when are you gonna eat the salmon on stream?
I don't know.
We crossed the threshold.
We did.
So, like...
Also, I do want to remind you that I said I might honor it. I didn't say I would.
I mean, yeah, but I want to see it happen, so I'm gonna press the issue.
And I do agree it would be good for everything business-wise for me to do it. However, since I am being released from my contract, I don't see a reason to do it. Just going to be honest.
Well, got a good point there.
Just going to have to get Nikki to do it or something.
Okay. If we were to continue your contract and get rid of the debt, would you consider eating the salmon?
Talk to me after the
when
show.
When I say consider, I mean do it. I'm not freeing you for your debt for consideration.
Talk to me after the show. I think we can make something happen.
Okay. All right. Good.
Cool. And speaking of my hog, the first note I have written down for this episode is I remember this episode being hot.
It is kind of hot. I mean, it's like not super hot, but you see Lois. She got some big cleave going on, some midriff going on.
Yeah.
She gets drunk.
Yeah,
you
like
know.
you're not watching this episode yelling awooga awooga, then picking your tongue up off the ground.
Yeah, but if you're a young boy like you were, I can definitely see you like, oh man, that was a bit too steamy for. Oh yeah, Meg shows her boobies. It's not really portrayed as hot. It's kind of portrayed as gross.
Yeah,
but like,
I'm purely talking about Lois here.
okay,
For the
that's
record.
good. I mean, yeah, Meg is also underage.
She's
So,
like
I mean, you know.
15, 16. Which is underage.
Yeah.
I just wanted to clarify her age in this episode and season. What's weird to me
Thank you.
is the time jumps in this show. Because currently...
What do you mean?
well, not time jumps, but the age gaps. Like, Meg is 18 currently, but Stewie is still 1.
Well, you see, British people age differently.
Is that true?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Okay. Yeah, I guess if you look at a picture of a British person, they do look kind of fucked up and horrible. So that
I mean,
does
if you
track.
look at like the Queen and what's his name, Prince Andrew, they're pretty old, but they're like not dead. So something's at play here.
Yeah, and Prince Andrew looks like a fucking ghoul. So there is something going on,
Yeah.
and
I mean, it's probably all the adrenochrome, but like,
yeah, it
could be.
it's probably just all the foreskins they're eating.
Yeah, I mean, it could just be because they're British, though.
I think if you are British, you're just genetically consuming a foreskin at any moment.
Yeah, that's what they say about me.
Have you ever seen a?
I'm not British though.
You ever seen a British person's foreskin? I don't think so.
No, I haven't, and I'm not planning on it.
Yeah, me either. But they always be eating that shit off. that bit sucks.
Sorry, we're in a good mood, but that didn't make us funny.
Yeah, this actually might be the worst episode yet.
No, you can't say. Okay, we gotta spice it up. We gotta finish this episode strong.
Okay,
So
for spicing it
let's
up,
think of
I'm
a
taking my shirt off.
That doesn't help. No one can see that.
You can.
Let's think of a killer bit. Let's not include. Let's have a real killer bit. We come back to and people go, "Wow, that's pretty funny."
Okay, it's called It's called Peter Goes to the Store. And Peter gets up and he says, "Hey Lois, I'm going to the grocery store." And then he gets out and he goes and he leaves. But he doesn't go to the grocery store. Where does he go?
Peter goes to the strip club. But he accidentally goes to an all-dog strip club. And he sees Brian as one of the strippers.
Brian, what are you doing as one of the strippers here?
Hey Peter, I'm a liberal, so it's actually okay.
Okay, Brian, I'm going to watch you do a striptease.
And we don't need to go any further. You know what the fuck's going on.
Wow, Brian, that's a good striptease. I'm very aroused right now. Let's go to the back room. And then they go to the back room, and Peter buys a private show from Brian. And we all know what happens there.
Hell yeah.
Peter goes, "Wow, Brian, I didn't know you were neutered." But Brian says, "Peter, I'm not neutered. I'm a liberal."
And then Peter says, "What's the difference?"
End scene.
End scene.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, I think we actually did turn it around there. Yeah, I think that actually that bit launched our Patreon, and now we have like 50 subs.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Oh yeah, that wasn't good. Minecraft parodies. That's our next fallback. Give me a song, I'll come with a parody on the spot.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say a Family Guy Minecraft parody. I was gonna say we can't do that.
Why
Because
not?
Oni Plays did it, and they did it so much better than we ever could.
Oh, okay. Well, no, give me a song and I'll hit it.
Okay, entertain the audience real quick. I'm gonna look at Spotify.
All right.
Actually, no.
no.
Say So by Doja Cat.
Okay. You entertain the audience for a second while I look at the lyrics.
Okay, hey audience. I hope you liked our little bit there. I had fun doing it. And I hope you also had fun listening to it. I think Brian as a stripper is a very funny role reversal. It is actually in character for modern Family Guy for Brian to A, be a stripper, and B, sorry, I'm burping, for Peter to accidentally go to a dog strip club and stay because he sees his hot dog Brian, his hot twink dog, and also buy a private show from him and take him to the back room. And
dude, I'm trying to read the lyrics and say so, and this isn't even a sentence. One of the lines is, "I'd let you had I known it, so why didn't you?"
So why don't you say so?
Oh, I'd let you had I known it. Okay, there's not a comma there, so I couldn't understand that line.
Yeah, there's no commas. It's song lyrics.
There are commas. Either way, I still couldn't understand it. All right. Day to night to morning, keep with me in the mine shaft. I'd let you know I had diamonds. Why didn't you say so? Didn't even find them. No pork chops left to eat with. You gotta keep me mining. Diamonds say so.
Oh fuck, dude. That pork chop line. Oh man. Okay. All right.
I think now we have saved the episode.
Yeah, for sure. Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh fuck. Yeah, that was so good. Oh fuck yeah, dude, that was good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Should we?
Favorite?
Yeah.
No. Favorite jokes.
You
go first.
References?
No, favorite jokes.
Okay. All right. I guess we're not really rigid on the structure.
Yeah, no, we're not.
Did I even have one?
Okay, well, you think about I'll say what my favorite joke.
I remember. It's when Daggermouth is holding them up on the boat, and they all have their hands up, and then Joe kicks the harpoon gun to Peter, and Peter doesn't grab it, but he lets it hit him. he just says, "Ow! Don't throw stuff at me, Joe." I thought that was pretty funny and also funny.
Yeah. My favorite joke was when the police show up, and then I don't remember what some teen says, but the cop goes, "He used the teenage colloquialism. Get the tear gas."
That was pretty good.
And, I thought it was pretty funny because you know how cops be.
Yeah, cops do be loving the tear gas teens and shit.
Yeah, cops do love brutalizing innocent people.
That's true, especially Joe Swanson.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude, do you think they're gonna do something with Joe and like Blue Lives Matter at some point?
I hope not. Only because it's Family Guy. They're not gonna do it with any kind of tact or anything. And also, Seth and the writers, they're left leaning, but they're liberals. Like, they make fun of it with Brian, but even so, I don't know what Seth's personal beliefs are about it, but
he's a Buttigieg stan, so he probably supports Black Lives Matter, but not abolish the police. If I had to guess,
yeah, they're not Blue Lives Matter, but they're definitely like Joe Biden. Give the cops more money. That'll work.
Yeah. The cops need more military-grade weapons.
Yeah, if I'm getting tear gassed and shot, the thing I want my enemy to have is more tear gas and more guns.
More shots.
And more power and all that shit. So honestly, I do applaud the liberals and everything. I think they're doing a bang-up job.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, fuck cops. I've never had a good interaction with a cop in my life. I never will.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck them.
Fuck them, but don't fuck them.
Yeah, do not have sex with them. They don't deserve it.
Yeah, respect yourself a little more. You deserve it.
Mm-hmm.
You deserve some self-love, self-care. You matter. Okay? I don't want anyone coming and telling you that you don't matter, and then that justifies you going out and putting the moves on a cop, and you'd be like, oh yeah, ram that cop hog in me, piggy boy. I don't want you to do that. Because you're a listener, and I love you.
We do love all our listeners. I hope Liam the Zombie Killer doesn't leave us another bad review like, why are they so anti-cop? I love cops!
My dad's a cop. My grandpa was a cop. I'm in the academy. I'm 34 years old and I'm in the academy. I'm gonna be a bang-up cop.
My mom always respected my dad. She would never do anything he didn't like because you know what would happen if she did.
My dad never even bought blueberries. He said every blue life matters. You don't eat any blue foods in this house.
Thank God it's literally just blueberries.
It's blueberries and blue raspberry candy. You don't fucking touch that shit. And some cotton candy.
I'd go for some cotton candy right now.
When's the last time you had legit cotton candy?
Oh, it's been a while, but it hasn't been like that long. I'm trying to think. I can't remember exactly, but I feel like it's been like a couple years, like maybe like 2, 3.
I think it's been
It's been a bit.
A lot longer than that for me.
Well, yeah, that's because you have abandoned your inner child.
Yeah, I packed him a bag, and I said, "Get the fuck out of here." And he started walking away like a sad Charlie Brown.
Damn.
Speaking of Charlie Brown, I don't know why, but the way Meg dances on the stage right before they get arrested has always reminded me of Charlie Brown. Like the way I don't know, the way the kids dance at all the dances. I don't know why, because I
can kind of see that.
I remember thinking it while I was watching this episode, being like, okay, this is the Charlie Brown dance, and then I watched her do it, and I didn't think about it, but I also still see it. I don't know. Damn. It's fucked up.
I don't know.
Hey, if you're in the
pretty
comments and you agree with me, leave a comment.
Well, yeah. Also, before we move off of our favorite jokes, I just want to say another joke I liked was when they were auctioning off the panties that they took from a prostitute, and then Quagmire bids $50, and then they say that she had 9 STDs, and it goes down to 45, and then he says that she pissed herself, so he goes back up to 50.
Yeah, I do love Quag.
Mm-hmm. Also, speaking of that joke, a little subtitle inconsistency. In the subtitles, it says she has 12 STDs.
Whoa.
That's 3 more.
I don't know what to believe anymore.
Yeah, I really don't know why these inconsistencies are happening. I have to assume that they just submit the scripts, but sometimes they change the script, like, after they had written it, or the voice actors changed it slightly, or improvised something else, but they just never bothered updating it for the subtitles.
Yeah. I think what it is, they do submit the script. I'm pretty sure that's what happens. But I just had a brain fart. I don't remember what I was going to say.
Haha, bitch.
Man, this early onset dementia is something else.
Yeah, it's not good. It's probably the reason why we're getting rid of you, but don't take it personally, and don't file any sort of claim of discrimination about that for your medical history, because...
Hey, it's okay. I won't remember.
And it's okay, because you have to get paid to be an employee, and you don't.
Are we interns?
Well, yeah, we're interns or also volunteers, maybe?
Dude, we work at a non-profit.
Yes.
Actually, we work at a no-profit.
We work at a not-for-profit.
I think we are a not-for-profit. No, we are a for-profit.
How are we a for-profit if we don't make any profit?
Our aim is profit. We just don't make it.
I mean, our aim is not profit because we haven't even been putting ads on our episodes.
There's going to be one. We're going to record it after, and it'll be something. It won't be good, but it'll be there. It'll be right at the beginning. It'll be funny. Or we'll put it in somewhere random, and it'll destroy the flow of awkward silence.
Yeah.
So it'll be for the benefit of the show either way.
True, yeah. And just think about it. When you're listening to the ad, you're probably thinking, man, I sure wish I didn't have to hear this ad. But if you listen to it 1,000 times, I get $15. So, like, that's kind of cool, right?
Hey, we get $15.
You do that for me, right? I mean, well, you're not continuing on the show, so, I mean...
Oh, is that where we're back to? I thought we were going to talk about it after the show, because you want to watch me eat a fucking salmon.
I mean, yeah, I do want to watch you eat a salmon. We'll talk. Don't worry.
Talk. Otherwise, $750 of that is going to have to go to Nikki, and I don't think you want that. You don't want to have him getting an ego.
Yeah, I don't want him to think that his contributions are worth something.
Yeah, he's not. His labor is not worth anything, so he shouldn't think that it is.
Yeah. I mean, hey. If you think about it, we're adhering to a pretty Marxist view of labor, you know? We all equally receive the profit that we're investing into this from our labor. Once again, still aren't making any money, but we're all not making money equally together, so...
Yeah. It's like they said at the beginning of COVID, we're all in this together.
Yeah, also like in High School Musical.
Yeah, and it just so happens that this is the Family Guy Funnycast, where we're actually in the red.
Yeah.
But not for long. Actually, for quite a while, we will be in the red.
Yeah, we're... People probably think we're joking, but we're not. We've lost a decent amount of money on this podcast.
I lost my life savings getting a billboard for this, and then I got a cease and desist from Fox saying I don't have the rights to those characters. So
yeah, but now I'm spending my life savings to fight that in court,
and it's not looking good. It's
no, it's not.
Yeah,
Yeah, but if you just subscribe to our Patreon, maybe we can teach big business a lesson.
Yeah, and if you subscribe to our Patreon, you can get the episodes ad-free.
Yeah.
So, something to consider. Speaking of considerations...
Well, speaking of Patreon podcasts, you know what I'm just going to say? I'm just going to say, this is a serious take.
Mm-hmm.
Podcasts that restrict, like, where it's like every other episode, and like you have to subscribe to the Patreon, those are like half the like main episodes, that's a bitch move. Like, I'm going to say this. At the Family Guy Funnycast, we will never restrict a main episode behind a paywall on the Patreon.
Unless the contract of our guest stipulates that we do.
Yeah, unless the contract of our guest stipulates you have to be a little bitch, then I guess we will.
Seth.
Fucking bitch. But yeah, no, I think it's just lame. Like, you're not like making new content for the Patreon. Like, you are not like making something for the people who support you. You're just taking what you're already doing and putting it behind a paywall.
Mm-hmm. Is Bad Faith that way?
Maybe. I'd have to see.
Because they plug their Patreon a lot, and I was gonna listen to their show, but with how much they plug it, I don't know if I want to go down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, I mean, like, I get it. You want to make money. Boo-hoo. So do I.
Yeah, you don't see us fucking plugging our Patreon, but we will.
I mean, we do plug our Patreon, but it doesn't exist.
You're right. My bad.
Bad Faith. Let's see. No, wait. Yeah, no, they do. Yeah.
Oh, fuck off, Brianna and Virgil.
Mm-hmm.
But also, if you want to come on the show, we will gladly have you.
Yeah, please. We're not going to apologize.
No,
but...
I will never apologize.
Yeah, they do one episode on, and then the other episode they do a little teaser.
I don't like that. I also don't like
me neither.
these references.
Well, I also don't like these references. Before we get into it, I just want to say, I thought this was going to be a nice episode with, like, minimal references, and they just start fucking piling them on, and they're all stupid bullshit that I don't care about. Anyway.
Lay them on me, Daddy.
Castaway, Voight Corporation, Kermit the Frog, Bernard Shaw, Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, Hulk, Spuds McKenzie, John Ritter, Florence McKenzie, Alfonso Ribeiro, Tom Green, Charles Dickens' novel Bleak House, Sigfried Roy.
Did you say Sigfried?
That's what I wrote down as.
You buffoon.
Somerset Maugham, Wonder Twins, Pulp Fiction, Mariel Hemingway, Margaret Thatcher, Total Recall, Taylor Hanson, Monty Python's The Meaning of Life, Shannon Doherty, and Nickelodeon.
I love Nickelodeon.
Mm-hmm. Fun fact about Nickelodeon. Back in the day, you would go to a Nickelodeon movie theater and you'd see a movie for a nickel.
At the Odeon.
Wow.
Oh.
And now, you can't go to the movie theater unless you want to catch a deadly disease.
Yeah. And you would probably catch one there anyway, but not the one you want.
Mm-hmm. One time I went to a restaurant before I went to the movie and I took their silverware and then I was in the movie and the silverware fell out of my pocket and made a really loud clanking noise and I was really embarrassed.
Why did you take it? Did you do it on purpose?
Yeah, I just did it because I could.
Was it a local restaurant or a chain? It was like a fucking Denny's.
I think it was like a small chain.
I don't know how I feel about that, but I was gonna say if it was like a Denny's or something, fucking go off, King. Take everything you want.
Yeah, I did at this point in my life. I did not really have thoughts on like capitalism or exploitation or small businesses. I was like, I'm taking the silverware. I want it.
How old were you?
Like 14.
Okay, yeah, that's an acceptable shitty, not acceptable, but understandable shitty thing for a 14-year-old.
Yeah, I mean, Yeah, I mean, I kind of, I would just kind of take stuff because I could, like.
But
I would.
You go.
I would mostly only take stuff from big corporations. I take a lot of stuff from Walmart, or not Walmart, Target actually.
Dude, you have a problem. Or you had a problem?
Well, no, I don't. I wouldn't say it was a problem. I just sort of did it.
Okay. I wouldn't say I was a klepto. I just stole shit.
I mean, yeah, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I used to steal from my job too. I don't know why I even did that. That wasn't a smart idea, but I never got caught. I don't work there anymore.
Well, you just admitted to it, so you're gonna get caught, and the police are on their way. Do not suck them off.
I'm gonna suck.
Yeah, you're gonna suck because you're headstrong.
Headstrong, I'll suck off cops. Headstrong, I'll suck off the blue.
Just walk up to a cop and say, "I'm gonna suck the blue out of you."
Yeah, no, it's okay though. I fly a Blue Lives Matter flag outside of my house. The cops don't come around. They're like, he's good.
There were a weird amount of cops driving around today, and I don't see a lot of cops on my side of town, except for transports because there's a jail nearby. So you'd think I would see them more, but nah. It was weird. Anyway. I guess I was going to talk about something. Wonder Twins. So Peter and Brian... Peter has Brian pull out a ring and attach it to his and go, Wonder Twin powers activate. Wonder Twins were, I believe, created for the Super Friends TV show by Hanna-Barbera. And they were kind of lame. They were two twins, and they had a funny monkey friend. And they would put their rings together and say, Wonder Twin powers activate. And then... Yes. One would say form of water, and the other ones would say form of a shark. So the boy had water powers. No, one of them had water powers. The other one had animal powers.
So when they would put together, would they each turn to their respective form?
Yeah.
Or would they turn to like a hybrid? Okay.
Yeah. So, Jana, fuck. So
yeah,
anyway,
just go with it.
Jana would turn into like a hawk, and the guy would turn into like a puddle of water on the ground. Anyway, there was one of my favorite comics of the last few years was a Wonder Twins miniseries that was in continuity for DC, written by Mark Russell, and I think both trade paperbacks are out. I don't know if there's a collection of all 12 issues in one book. But it's really funny. It's really socially conscious, but mostly it's just fucking funny and clever. There are so many gags and jokes in each issue that definitely had me lolling and raffling and lamowing. There was like a lull per page. It's worth checking out.
Nice. That's pretty good.
And with all that praise, you'd think I would know their fucking names, but I don't. Their monkey was named Gleek.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Gleeking is when you like shoot water out of your mouth.
Yeah.
That's like that little like involuntary thing.
Yeah, it's actually gross. Their names are Zan and Jaina.
Oh, Zan.
I was right.
I remember that.
On one of them.
Hell yeah.
So Jaina can transform into animals, and Zan can become water in any state. Hell yeah.
That's pretty cool. Alright, my turn for the references?
Yeah. Margaret Thatcher.
Alright. No, we literally talked about this. We just did Margaret Thatcher.
Can we just acknowledge, though, how fucked up that it is that Cleveland is not a fan of the IRA?
Yeah, like... I know you said that it was the power, but Cleveland, are you sure it wasn't the fact that she was murdering Irish people that got you off, buddy?
Yeah, you said it's the power you find sexy, but are you sure it's not the fash?
Yeah, the power to commit war crimes?
The power to commit a little genocide?
Yeah.
Anyway, go on.
I'm talking about Pulp Fiction. If you've been watching the podcast, you probably get the impression I'm a big Tarantino fan, That's not true. I've seen 3 of his movies. It just so happens that the 2 of the 3 I've seen have come up now. I don't watch movies. Like, this just happens to be one of the rare few I've seen. Talking about Pulp Fiction. It's a 1994 film by Quentin Tarantino. It's pretty cool. One of the big things it does is non-linear storytelling. I believe the first scene of the movie chronologically takes place at the end of the movie, and it just follows the few funny characters. You got John Travolta and Samuel Jackson's character together. They both work for the mob. You got Bruce Willis. You know him. You love him.
You got Tarantino, who put himself in the movie so he could say the N-word.
Oh yeah, yep, he did do that. Pulp Fiction is a classic. It's good. I'd say see it even if you don't like it, just because of like the cultural impact. But also like it's pretty funny when Uma Thurman thinks it's cocaine, but she accidentally snorts heroin and almost fucking dies.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah, she snorts a big old thingy of heroin, and they have to hit her in the heart with an adrenaline needle to save her.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm probably gonna try that at some point for a Funnycast bonus episode. So stick around.
Yeah, please do.
But yeah, also Pulp Fiction is widely considered by a lot of people to be one of the best movies ever made. I'm not saying it is, but it's worth a watch, I'd say.
Sure, I'll still never watch it, but
yeah.
But I'm one of the people that would say The Pest is one of the best movies ever made. To which,
and I'm one of the people who would say, "What the hell is The Pest?"
Well, you would know if you showed up to the movie night where I was not illegally streaming it for Adam and Co. Actually, I think it was just Adam.
Well, first things first, I thought that was just a you and Adam thing. I did not know I was invited. And that's actually it. I don't have a second thing, other than I probably wouldn't have shown up even if I did know I could come.
For the record, you're always invited.
Aw, thank you.
And for the other record, The Pest is a movie starring John Leguizamo, and it's really racist. And I'm going to link you the intro afterward so you can watch it.
All right.
There is so much casual racism just in that 2 minutes. It's fucking baffling for a movie that came out in 1997. The gags feel like ones from the 70s.
Oh, alright, that's interesting.
Yeah.
And you said that's your favorite movie? Alright.
Alright, kind of racist, but go off, King.
Yeah, okay, kinda racist.
Yeah, kinda sus. Ooh, awkward.
Dude, a bunch of good PS4 games are on sale right now. I'm gonna pick them all up.
Hell yeah, do it. Well, I talk about Tom Green.
Yeah, Tom Green.
Tom Green is a fucking dude who I don't know why he ever had a career other than, I guess, right place, right time. He was a comedian. The most notable thing he did in the 90s, other than his show on MTV, the Tom Green Show, was the movie Freddy Got Fingered. I guess that was 2001. Whatever, it doesn't fucking matter. Tom Green is... I'm genuinely baffled by his career. Like, it was so crass and annoying. Like, I think he's one of Canada's worst exports, honestly. Damn. The only thing I recognize, or I remember from his show, is I didn't even watch it. Like, it was on at my friend's house, and he was, like, at the doctor's, and he was getting his balls operated on or something. But I saw some raw testicle.
That's so me. That's so me.
They showed ball, like, open up the sack ball.
Oh, what?
And that has haunted me for
Yeah, that's fair.
Most of my 37 years.
Damn. I hope I can haunt you for your next 37.
I think so. I think we've been through enough together that one wrong move would throw you that way, or you die and
Yeah.
the conditions of the haunting are you're around for 37 years, which I think I could deal with eventually.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. The death of your good friend gets you. I'm still haunted by my friend's suicide, so you know how it is.
Yeah. He haunts you, so I don't have to.
Thank you.
It's supposed to be a nostalgia critic thing, but
Oh.
that it
Sorry,
was
dude,
it
I
was
don't
so
know this.
vague that as I was saying it, I was like, this is nothing.
Yeah, and like I have never seen the nostalgia critic.
Yeah,
Actually, I only know him.
Never seen a video.
I literally only know him from people making fun of him. So like,
I've tried to sit through Melvin, Brother of the Joker, 3 separate times this week, and I can't do it. I can't fucking do it.
I want to sit through fucking his wall thing. I don't want to even call it a review because he like makes his own album for it.
Yeah, you want to watch all those furries and their mother-bearing hips.
I mean, yeah, but like it just seems like I can't understand the perspective of like being the nostalgia critic. Like, you know what's a good idea? If I took this universally beloved and acclaimed album and made a shitty parody album about it to make fun of it. Like, dude, what did you think was gonna happen? It's the fucking wall.
Oh, I'm gonna be clear here. I don't really care for Pink Floyd.
Damn.
But that is a classic. That album is almost infallible. And I think it's so funny that for his quote-unquote review, he got someone who just makes total like fetish furry stuff. And he just thought it looked cool.
I just like the fucking like hubris and like the arrogance of it. It's like, I'm just gonna make this wall parody. I'm just gonna bang this one out real quick.
Like, who was asking for him to take down the wall?
Yeah, isn't the nostalgia critics whole thing that he's like reviewing movies that you're nostalgic for that are actually kind of bad?
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's going. You know, I was very nostalgic for The Wall, but I think about it actually kind of sucks.
Actually, it doesn't hold up. Mr. Critic, tear down this wall.
I don't get it. I'm not a huge Pink Floyd fan, but I had a little bit of phase where I would just smoke a lot of weed and then listen to them, and you know, like that's the way music like that was meant to be enjoyed.
Oh, so you were a teenager? Got him.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh,
got him.
You know what's actually fucked up though?
What?
I haven't watched any Linkara, Nostalgia Chick, Nostalgia Critic, any of those guys. But I used to watch The Irate Gamer.
Dude, what are you doing with your life?
I don't know. I don't remember how old I was.
I mean, I make fun of you now, but I watch like a ton of One Piece YouTubers now.
I know, and I hold my tongue.
Listen, dude, once you finally read One Piece, you'll understand. Something about it just hits differently.
Maybe. I mean, I believe you, but I will never watch a One Piece YouTuber.
That's what you think, but some of them make really good points.
Cut to that meme of the stick figure eating cereal, with the first panel being me saying, or him saying what I just said, and then the second panel being me subscribed to like 30 One Piece YouTubers, and then him spitting out the cereal. Yeah, it's gonna happen. Yeah. Just like my previous obsession with the Irate Gamer. I saw him at E3 2010.
Dude, nice. Did you say, "Hey, Ari Gaber"?
No, he was sitting in the Konami section on this couch, and he looked so mad.
I mean, he is the irate
He didn't
gamer.
look irate. Like, he looked uncomfortable and furious. Like, I don't know what he was doing there.
Wait, so like, was he at was it like a Konami a Konami sponsored thing where he was like a guest there, or was it just like the Konami section had a couch?
It was just the Konami section had a couch, and he was just sitting on it. It was, I think, the most notable celebrity sighting of my life.
Yeah, I like how this is the episode where we're talking about us just sort of seeing internet celebrities.
It's actually fucked up though. Like, he is the only celebrity I've ever seen, and he's not even a celebrity. He's a D-list YouTuber like us.
Yeah, that's very generous for us.
Well, yeah, we're probably like Z-list. I don't know how far low the list goes, but
about as low as us.
Yeah.
No, I mean, one thing that I've been thinking a lot about lately is we're like not like bottom tier now. We're like at least one tier above bottom now, which is better than I ever thought we would get.
Well, that might be a little generous, but I see what you're saying.
No, yeah. Like bottom tier YouTubers are like YouTubers who literally do not get views. Like they're still making content and they're like, no one fucking cares. At least like some people care about us, which is so fucked up.
Do they? I don't pay attention to our YouTube views unless they show up in my personal recommendation.
Oh yeah, I don't mean like YouTube specific. I just mean like on all platforms. YouTube, we don't get many views.
One of the episodes I saw, we had 41, and that was pretty epic.
Oh, nice. I mean, one of them we got over 1,000.
I still don't know what was going on with that one.
Yeah, I just mean like the content we create now. At least like there are like some people who actually like listen to it and shit, which is like pretty good for us. I think, considering we're not very good. As this episode might have proven, we don't really like advertise or anything.
Hey, we redeemed this episode with your Minecraft shit, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Also, this is gross, but I just farted and burped at the same time, and that was a weird sensation.
Damn, dude, you could have died doing that. Be careful next time.
Yeah, that could have sucked all the air out of my body.
Yeah, it could have sucked the farts right
Yeah,
out.
my blue farts.
Yeah. Also, I'm pretty hyped. While we've been recording, I just got an email saying my class tomorrow is all online now. Like, not all online. It's like pre-recorded online.
Oh hell yeah!
So I don't have to meet for it. Yeah. And I don't gotta go to work till 3, so that means I can sleep till 2.
That's the dream, King. Go off. You're doing it. You're living it.
Which means I can play Yakuza till 6.
Yes, that's what I'm gonna do. Except more realistically, like 1 or 1:30. But yeah, we're doing it. We're living our dreams.
Yes.
Yes, we have a podcast 30 people listen to, and we're playing video games until 2 in the morning. We're doing it.
Yes, it's the American dream.
American dream. Should we end the episode?
Well, we ended it on that.